last year. I think you had 9 assists against Missouri, and you guys won going away. Could you describe that game and what it meant to you and how you played?
That game meant a lot to me because, I had a lot of family that came in and watched me, so I wanted to do good for them. But, I had other great players around me to that game, so I just had to make the easy play, and they made the shots too. So, but these are one of the biggest games like in college basketball. So, that game was very fired up. But we blew them out though, so I really didn't get the experience like the games usually are. The last 2 years we played them, I really haven't got the Mizzou and KU experience how it was back in the day. So hopefully I hope we want to beat them by a lot this game, but hopefully I get that experience though that it was over the years. So.
Parker, you've been far away, but did you follow that game last year, and have you followed KUMU?
Yeah, I've been able to follow it. I got to watch it when Christian played too. The first year was supposed to be when I was there, but it got canceled because of the COVID year. So Christian's year was the first year I kind of got to experience it, and it was fun to watch. It gets electric for sure, no matter where it's at.
I know you didn't get to play in it, Parker, but what's it like being on both sides of this?
It's really fun. Growing up, my dad went to KU, mom went to Missouri, so it was a split household my whole life, and I mean, some of us were neutral, and I think some of us kind of picked sides. Christian's obviously been a Jayhawk, and I've been on both ends, so it's been just fun to watch. It's been a lot of great games throughout the years and a lot of history throughout that game, so it's going to be fun to be a part of it finally.
For both you guys, growing up, for a lot of us, it was the border war. Have you guys noticed any difference in coach, even small, in preparation this week? Is he any more intense, any more fired up, or just any differences at all, or is it just another game?
Since Coach got back from last season, it's been intense every day down there, every practice. So, because he missed a lot. He really wanted to coach in March Madness in the Big 12. So, I feel like ever since he's been back, he's been coaching pretty hard. So.
For both you guys, what's your first memory of the rivalry? And maybe, I'm assuming you might have gone to a couple of the games when you were young.
The one memory I remember is the game that Marcus Denman went off at the end of the game. That was like one of the games I remember because that's when I was a Mizzou fan back when I was younger. So it was just different then. But now probably, I'd probably say. What should I say? I'll probably I probably think that was my memorable moment. Probably.
Were you at the Marcus Denman?
I wasn't at that game. I was at some games back then, but I really didn't go to many games because we didn't have tickets a lot. So, but I watched a lot of games on TV. So,
for me, being from Burlington, it's got to be Tyrell playing in those games and just kind of him stepping up. I remember he had a game where he stepped up in Columbia and hit a couple big shots. I think that's kind of our first original memory was that like kind of 08, 09 year, I think it was.
And for both you guys also, you each have different reasons to have Missouri framed in a different way, and from where you grew up and been recruiting you late, and obviously your time there, Parker. Can each of you speak to sort of how you view Missouri, what it is? Everybody's fired up about it, but I wonder how it fits for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know about Dajuan. I mean, I spent 3 years there. I had a great experience. Met a lot of great people there. Got a good education. I learned a lot about the game. So I got no bad blood with Missouri, honestly, just from my time there. I know there's a lot of history, but me personally, I had a great time there. I had still a lot of great people I keep in touch with today. No one's there on the team now, and I didn't get coached by Coach Gates, but from the time that I was there, I had a great experience, so I got nothing really bad to say. That's kind of my time there. I had a good time, so.
Yeah, I really don't have any bad blood either, because I grew up as a Mizzou fan. My whole life until I got here, so everything changed when I committed here and came here, and now I see how the history was back then, and I didn't know it was that deep. So, I learned a lot over the years being here, and I'm just thankful that I'll be able to play for KU. So,
Parker, your brother against Mizzou, you obviously remember the game. Everyone remembers the game. How much have you talked to him about that? How much did you talk to him before that game? I mean, it obviously meant a lot to him, and
yeah,
I think that first five.
During the game, I was in San Francisco. We were playing at San Francisco then. We had a practice, and it was like it ended, like almost the second tip-off came out, and I like ran over, got my phone. I made sure I watched like every second of it, and like the first, 4 minutes, 8 minutes. I mean, he was just like going crazy, and I talked to him afterwards, and he was like, "Dude, I don't even remember. Like I couldn't even feel my body at that point. So hopefully I get kind of that same adrenaline rush that he did.
Yeah, do you think that's possible? I mean, Dajuan would probably be able to answer,
I
he
mean, I
lived it
think-
with him there.
I think it's possible. I mean, the field house is definitely going to bring the juice, and coach is going to make sure that we're all very prepared for it. So I think it's definitely possible.
How do you avoid that being too much juice? Is that?
I think just going in, like you approach every game. You know, you try to approach every game like it's the Final Four, and you try to approach every opponent like it's their last. You know, you don't try to treat any opponent with more or less respect than the other. So just making sure you go in and approach every game like the same. And I think you'll be able to control that.
You guys kind of just look at this Missouri team on tape. What kind of stands out about them this year?
We really haven't watched any tape. We probably gonna watch the tape till they go over scout today at practice. So, because we've been trying to focus on one game at a time. So, today will be the scout day, and tomorrow will be a scout day. So we'll learn a lot about them by the time Saturday comes.
And just kind of evaluating how the team has done so far this season. What do you think has been a big strength for the way the team has played? And what do you feel like you guys still have ways to improve on?
I think our strengths is that we play pretty good together. It is still early. I think later on down the season, we keep playing together how we are now. I don't think nobody will be able to stop us. And then the weaknesses, I'll probably say energy. You know, the small teams we play, we really don't have enough juice. And I think those are games we have to get better in. We have to get better in, and we gotta have energy come out those games because we gonna come out with energy with the big games and stuff. So we just gotta be ready and get better against like smaller teams. So.
Parker, I know you just alluded to it, but you see some of the fans out here 2 days before the game. I think it was even 3 days before. Coach talked about how the environment against the UConn was probably one of the best he's ever seen. But you kind of talked about you kind of keep it all in one. Just to see the fans out here, and I know it's not the first time they've done this. Just what do you think that atmosphere is going to be like, and how much does that help you guys propel into the game when there might be a lull, or just to keep that energy going?
It's kind of hard to predict because I don't think I've ever been in an environment like how it's going to be. You can try to expect like the best or the worst, whatever you want to call it. But I think there's just going to be a lot of energy all throughout the arena. I mean, you already see it out there right now. Owen Fieldhouse is known to be the mecca of basketball, and I think that when in a matchup like this, they're going to make sure that they hold up to that standard.
Parker, are you glad the game's here? They've been known to boo every time certain, guys they hate touch the ball.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad it's here. I think they did a good job there last year. Any road game's difficult, but that road game is definitely maybe a step above that. But I think being here will definitely kind of help me calm the nerves a little bit and just try to go out and not try to do too much.
Dajuan, what's it like playing with your lifelong friend this year, Parker?
I think it's the same way as CB. I'm as close as I am with him as I am with CB. So this is a family brotherhood thing. We, like I said, I've been with him since 7th grade too, as much longer as I've been with CB. So we have a lot of chemistry together. We spent a lot of time together, late nights and throughout the daytime. So we have a lot of chemistry. It's a brother thing too.
Anything else? Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, guys.